Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blackblade and welcome to a brand new vlog series featuring the Blade Vortex CoC build. Now, as I said before, I was really excited to play around with the Blade Vortex simply because that it's a spell and I've always really wanted to do another CoC build with the exception of the Fire and Ice build that I did before, which I wasn't able to continue up until now, which I think I'm going to continue after this one. So yeah, so before we get into the gear or to the socketed skill gems, let's get into the skill tree. Now, of course, this is going to be generally a crit build, and we are going to be dual wielding a Divinarius for this one. So, which means that we are going to get some dagger nodes and some crit dagger nodes. Alright, so this is of course a shadow build. We've started by getting some physical and chaos damage nodes right here, ending with coordination. We went up to get blood siphon. Of course, we've gotten the trickery, and we've gone over here to the right side to get the assassination, and of course the cold-hearted calculation. And then we went up over here to get some more crit chance or critical strike chances with daggers, ending with Night Stalker. And then finally we've gotten the written in blood for some life. And then we went to the right side over here. I've gotten the sleight of hand. The increase in attack speed with one-handed melee weapons will help in our cyclone because our primary damage, or not primary, but the precursor to how the Blade Vortex will proc will be the Cyclone. So the more attack speed that we get, the better chances that we get in proccing the Blade Vortex. Then of course we've gotten the Will of Blades over here. We went on top. And then we've gotten the Fangs of the Viper. We went up over here to get the nullification, 45% increased maximum life, the evasion rating, and of course the +8 to elemental resistances. But again, it's entirely optional. If you don't want it, you can allocate the skill somewhere else, the skill point somewhere else. But I did take it because I was lacking some resistances. It's pretty hard to max out your resistances, specifically if you're going for a crit build. You need to have absolute perfect gear that I don't have. Alright, so we went to the right side over here to get the Blood Drinker for life and a little bit of Life Leech. And by the way, when it comes to Life Leech, the only way that we could get Life Leech out of the damage of the Blade Vortex is to add Life Leech itself. The Life Leech skill gem. Otherwise, we won't be able to get any Life Leech even from Blood Drinker nor from the Vitality Void. Yeah, the Vitality Void, simply because those are attacks. The only skill gem that will work, when it comes to, or skill that will work when it comes to the Life Leech of Blade Vortex is the Life Leech. Simply because again, this is a spell. And then we went up over here to get some increased critical strike chances, ending with the Adder's Touch. And then we went down over here to get a jeweled socket. Again, I was lacking some resistances, so that's why I got this one. It's really necessary for me. So crit strike multiplier while dual wielding, we get a 7% increased maximum mana, and then fire and cold resistance. And then we went down over here to get the reflexes. Then we went to the left side, since the skill gem will benefit more as you add more duration into it, so that you could release much more blades. I did get the skill duration nodes over here, ending with exceptional performance. And then we went over to the left side over here to get all of the powerful life nodes, of course, ending with constitution. And then we went down over here. I did get some more life because I leveled up 1. When I level up again 2 more points, we are at 84. I'm gonna get all of these life and flask nodes, ending with profane chemistry. And then we went down over here to get the another jeweled socket. This time it also again has some resistances in there and some increased weapon crit chances while we are dual wielding. And then we went down over here towards the duelist skill tree to get the Art of the Gladiator, Bravery, the Master of Arena, and then mana flows for some mana management. Then we went down over here to get the Dervish. Again, the only reason why I'm getting all of these is to get the 6% attack speed. Although the additional damage will also help. Although not that much, but it will help. And then we went down over here to get the another jewel socket. This time, I know it has a 14% increased mine damage over there, but then what I really needed was the lightning resistance. So that's the only one, the reason why I have this one. And of course, we have a 14% spell damage while dual wielding, which will help since the Blade Vortex is also a spell. Then of course the Golem's Blood, and then of course the Iron Reflexes. Now, since we are at level 84, we have a couple of more skill points to spend. 2 more points going to Profane Chemistry, and the rest, I honestly have no idea where I'm going to put it yet. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below where you guys would put it. I probably put it on on flaying right here. Probably get flaying for the 10% increased attack speed and some additional damage to our daggers. Alright, so let's get into our gear. We will be dual wielding the Divinarius simply because that this has some increased global critical strike chance and the spell damage, and of course the increased critical strike chances for our spells. We get a 10 and life gain on kill and mana, and 5 plus 5 mana gained on kill, and of course the plus 10% increased area of effect. We are dual wielding it, so we get 20% plus the 20% again from the Carcass Jack, so we get a 40%, a very nice 40% increased radius AoE for our Blade Vortex and for our Cyclone at the same time. Of course, Maligar's Virtuosity, Ramira's Banquet for our ring. Not really necessary. If you want, you could get a life ring or something that has resistances in them, and then life. As you can see, I'm not really doing well with life at 4.3k. That's why I'm still not doing high level maps. The only time that I'm probably going to do it is when I reach 4.5 or 4.6 maybe. And then of course for our helm, I'm going to be using the Rat's Nest. For our amulet, we're going to be using this one, life, resistances, and no, there's no resistances. Life, and then some armor, and then an additional to our attributes, strength, and then I decided to roll a global crit strike chance mod over there. And then finally, no, not finally, for our ring, we're going to be using a 2-stone ring, which has a huge life, some resistances in there. Huge resistances, and I decided to add a fire damage to our attacks simply because there's really nothing more or better that I could add other than that one. For our belt, I'm going to be using a rustic sash. Since it has a increased physical damage, that's going to also increase the physical damage of the vortex. It doesn't benefit from weapon increased physical damage. It only benefits from plain physical damage without any other suffix or affix. Is that what you call it? It works like what was it? No, not whirling blades. What was it? Ethereal knives. That's it. It works like ethereal knives. So when it comes to our boots, again, life, and then at least 3 resistances in order to just max out our resistances. Alright, so what's connected to our Blade Vortex? Of course, the catalyst will be Cyclone, and then of course we have CoC over there, increased duration and increased critical strikes. So this is going to be a 5-link build. If you have a 6-link, you can play around, specifically add Life Leech. I would highly suggest Life Leech, or if you have good Life Leech, probably more AoE. You can play around with more AoE, or you could add increased critical damage instead. Alright, for our other skill gems, we are going to be using CWDT, Assassin's Mark for our Curse, attached to Ice Golem, and of course Blood Rage. And then for our defensive skill gems, we are going to be using CWDT, Increased Duration, Molten Shell, and of course Immortal Call. And then for our other skill gems, we are going to be using, for our movement, Whirling Blades, Faster Attacks, and of course Fortify. And for auras, we are going to be using Hatred, Arctic Armor, and Enduring Cry. And finally, we are going to be using Vengeance with added cold damage, increased area of effect, and I placed an enhance there just for leveling purposes. This will be your kind of utility, utility skill gem set. You can put whatever you want, whatever you need. Play with some CWDT with spells, and then some life leech if you want to. The spells will help because you already using a Divinarius, so you get some increased spell damage out of this one. Alright, so when it comes to damage, whoa, did I just press X? Oh, fucking fuck. Alright, so when it comes to damage, hold on, let me just wait for that mana to refill. Alright. Alright, so when it comes to our damage, it's not actually that impressive. As you can see, the Cyclone is only at 4.8k, but that's okay. What's important here is how much you can proc the what do you call this? The Blade Vortex, and actually the Blade Vortex will be the one doing the killing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you have some better, daggers, I've seen some builds who has, absolutely much more OP daggers than the Divinarius, although they don't have the 10% increase AoE. They are still using it, dual wielding that. If you have better daggers, then I highly suggest that you use that. Specifically, if you have daggers which has spell damage in them, that would be awesome too. As you can see, the Cyclone is only doing 4.8. K DPS with a critical strike chance of 56.23 and a critical strike multiplier at 378%, but that of course goes up because of the Romerus Banquet and the Blood Rage for the Frenzy. Finally, the the Blade Vortex is doing 489 DPS per cast, per blade, and it has a 51.12% critical strike chance and a 288% critical strike multiplier. If this was a 6 link, I'd probably put in some additional critical multiplier in order to just further increase the damage of the Blade Vortex. As you can see, the Blade Vortex is only at level 15 here. That of course will increase as we further increase the level of the Blade Vortex. Alright, defensively, our armor is at 6.8k with an estimated physical damage reduction of 40%. Add the Arctic armor into there, so that's about 53% estimated physical damage reduction. Then of course we have our fire, cold, lightning resistance, all cap. We have chance to avoid or chance to block attacks at 17%, and standard recovery modifier at 12%, and of course we have the 15% movement speed modifier. Alrighty then, the map that we're going to be doing is a not so high map. It's a level 76 tier 7 map. It's a mine map with the mod 25% more magic monsters and 23% more rare monsters. It's your typical leveling map, just to show you guys what the build is capable of. Of course, I'm not going to be doing... Did I forget something? No, I didn't. Of course, I'm not going to be doing high-level maps just yet, just because of the life. The life is really important. I only have it at 4.3 97k. So yeah, you'd really want to further increase your life in order to, be much more effective in this one. So as you can see, the skill is actually pretty awesome. And I kind of like it. I'm actually enjoying this one far better than any other CoC that I have done. It really augments the Cyclone a lot. It's like having two Cyclones at the same time. It's pretty awesome. And the only thing that I regret is not having a good dagger, If you really have a good dagger, this is going to be an OP, an OP combination. And then have a 6 link so that you could have that life leech so that you don't die that often. I do die sometimes, there are some monsters that really hit pretty hard, and sometimes I get one shot. So that's the disadvantage if you're going with crit build. Sometimes if you don't have that much good gear and not high enough level, the life could suffer a lot. Sacrificing life just to get some critical strike chances or critical strike multipliers in your gear. Alrighty then, so the boss is not over there. So let's go over down here. And hey, wait a minute, where is it? Hold on. That's just going to bring me back to the beginning. Whoa! Wait a minute. Where is it? Maybe it's down here. I just missed it. No, it's not down there. Maybe it's down over to the left side down here. Yep, it's down here. Okay. Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Just need a moment.
Alright, so that was a doozy. Yeah, at first, I was having a really hard time trying to master the what do you call this? The Cyclone skill gem, because I'm not really used to it. I'm usually used to skills that I could clearly control at any given point. But yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I wasn't really confident at this one before, because I believe that the desyncs were still an issue, but now it's there's no more issue when it comes to desyncs. So yeah, it's pretty good to it's pretty good to use, or it's pretty okay, I should say. Alrighty then. I think the max. Oops. Whoa, I need to pay attention. I think the max blades that I was able to release was about at 30. Specifically, as you can see, it's already 31. Specifically when you're fighting a huge group of mob, or if you are... Oops, desync. What the hell, desync? Or if you are fighting a boss, which you would probably see later. No, not probably see. You will see it later. Alrighty then, here we go. Oops, forgot to shout my enduring cry. So as you can see, even if the skill gem is actually... Ooh, what is that? Oh my god, what the fuck is that? That's my first time to get a bow like that. What is that? Alright, let's just identify it real quick. Oh, this is for an ES build. I'm gonna keep that, I guess. I'll probably sell it. I don't really know. Alright then, let's continue. Yeah, what was I saying before? Yeah, for a low level... well, maybe not low level, but it's not yet that high, and it doesn't even have any percentage in it just yet. But it is doing pretty good. Although I have my whirling blades at 20. No, not whirling blades, stupid. What do you call this? God, I forgot stuff. What am I picking that? The Cyclone at what, 20%, but that's just going to increase the AOE, which also helps in a way, so that you could hit more monsters at the same time. Okay, so not there, probably on the upper left side, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, flame bearers, these guys are assholes. Need to be careful with those. Yeah, those are the bearers are one of those monsters that really kill me a lot, because sometimes when you play it over and over again, you tend to sometimes not look at what sort of blue mobs are they, and then they just explode and then you die. It really sucks. Alright, so not over here. Jesus Christ, I'm taking too much time. Alright, it's going to be definitely here. Yeah, okay, definitely the boss is going to be here. Alrighty then.
Just need a moment and catch my breath.
Alrighty, boss, where are you? Whoa! See, there are still heavy hitters that could potentially one-shot you, so you have to be careful, specifically if you don't have... Oh my god, desyncs! No! Oh my god, please don't disconnect me. Please do not disconnect me. Oh my god! Oh god, please. No, don't do this. What is it doing there? I couldn't even hit it. Hit it! Oh god, it's gotta be a bug, man. A bug or... No, don't do this. Oh god, no, don't do this, please. Shit. Hold on, can I activate the portal? No, I can't. Oh my god. Hold on for 1 second. I am having a desync. This is definitely a desync. Or I'm probably disconnected. No, I am disconnected. Oh shit. No, I'm not. I mean, the portal is right there. Oh god, what happened there? Seriously, I couldn't even hit... Oh my god, wait. I couldn't even hit him. The monster. You guys saw that, right? Alright, I got too cocky a while ago. So I don't want to get cocky right now. Alright then, so the boss is dead and I'm sorry for that. You know, I got a desync. Hold on, let's just check those monsters one more time. They were just standing there. Oh, now they're moving. So yeah, definitely it was a desync. So yeah, I do apologize for that one. I don't know what happened. I don't have any other programs running. But either way, so thank you all. Before I end the video, let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on the next part of my video. Have a good one. Happy New Year, everybody. My name is Blackblade, and welcome back to vlog number 18 of our Shadow Duel Claw Strike build. And before I start the video, I would like to greet everyone a very happy New Year. I hope that you guys have a blast. I surely did.